With a career that has seen him play pro golf in 4 different decades and rack more than 50 professional wins, as well as winning the most European Tour events of any British player ever, the name Colin Montgomerie is a name virtually every golf enthusiast knows. It's no surprise that he amassed an obscene amount of money over the course of his long and illustrious career. And in today's video, we'll take you on a tour of Colin Montgomerie's unusual lifestyle and enormous net worth. Having played mainstream golf for over 30 years, many forget that Colin was once a kid who had to learn how to tee up a ball. Here's a quick reminder for you. Colin Stuart Montgomerie was born in June 1963 in Yorkshire, England, to Scottish parents James and Elizabeth Montgomerie. He grew up in Yorkshire and has been playing golf since he was as young as 4. Both his parents were golf enthusiasts and loved to play during their leisure time, with his father even becoming the secretary for 11 years at the prestigious Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland, after retiring as the MD of Fox's Biscuits. Other than playing at Troon, Monty also had former professional Bill Ferguson as his coach at the Ilkley Golf Club from when he was young, helping him to work on his now iconic firm grip. Colin was educated at both Strathland School, Perthshire, and Leeds Grammar School, where he gained an interest in football and became a fan of the soccer team Leeds United. The complete sports package, Monty also played centre-half at hockey while at Ilkley and was a member of the Yorkshire under-18 cricket team, even bowling and batting against cricket icons like Jeff Boycott and Chris Old at Headingley. A sportsman through and through. After high school, Montgomerie attended Houston Baptist University, becoming one of the first British golfers to attend a U.S. college. Little surprise, he was the best player on the golf team while in college, winning some of the most prestigious Scottish amateur tournaments, like the Scottish Youth Championship, the Scottish Stroke Play Championship, and the Scottish Amateur Championship. Monty was a serial winner from day one. He also repeatedly represented Great Britain, Scotland, and Ireland at major amateur tournaments, winning the 1985 European Amateur Team Championship with Scotland. Funny how, despite all his achievements from the onset in amateur golf, Monty still once considered going into sports management instead of going pro. Maybe he just wanted to make use of his degree in business management to law, but during the interview that included a golf outing, Monty was just so good that the firm concluded to make him a client rather than an employee. You really can't hide greatness. This greatness led him to become a star from his pro debut season in 1988 on the European Tour, where he won the Rookie of the Year award before winning his first of 54 professional events at the 1989 Portuguese Open TPC. Since then, he has won a record 8 European Tour Order of Merit titles, including a streak of 7 consecutively from 1993 to 1999, 31 European Tour events, the most any British player has ever won, and 4th on the all-time list of European Tour victories, and has made the World Golf Top 10 rankings multiple times, spending a total of 400 weeks in the top 10 and peaking at number 2. That's almost 8 years in the top 10. You think that is all? Colin is also considered to be one of the greatest Ryder Cup players ever, having been on the European team 8 times, captaining the team in 2010, and never lost in a singles match. He had one of his best career moments sinking the winning putt for the 2004 edition, and his total Ryder Cup points tally of 23.5 is only 2 points behind the all-time record. He has also won the Seve Trophy and the Royal Trophy, both as a player and captain, the Asian Tour twice, PGA Tour Champions 7 times, and the European Senior Tour a joint record of 9 times. Having been inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 2013,
this is the highest honor within the game, and
Monty is widely viewed as the greatest player ever to have never won a major championship, despite 5 runner-up finishes, and was one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the world during his prime. His mind-blowing career has also seen him be named an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, a columnist for a Scottish golf magazine, Bunkered, between 2008 and 2010, and captain of the iconic London Scottish Golf Club in Wimbledon in 2015. Apparently, Montgomerie isn't just a veteran, he's also a serial winner, and more than that, he has serial money. It should come as no surprise that he is rich. You can tell from how stockpiled his trophy cabinet is. He has amassed a total of $24.5 million in career earnings and is the 9th on the European Tour money list. Monty is no longer in his prime. He has been playing for over 30 years, so it's hard to keep up. yet he has a monthly salary income estimated to be $500,000. Putting together all these and more earnings from his other golfing expenditures and off-the-course dealings has his total estimated net worth at a mouth-watering $55 million. The companies he has endorsement deals for are mind-blowing. We're talking about the very biggest of companies, which means very lucrative deals. In 2008, Monty was already earning over $8 million from endorsement and sponsorship deals. How much more now? Some of these deals include his deal with the Scottish magazine Bunkered, which he used to write for, Aberdeen Asset Management, Yonex, video sharing website Cameo, and lifestyle company Fairway and Green. He also has exclusive deals with the manufacturers of the #1 golf ball in the world, Titleist, the ultimate driving machine BMW for his cars, Skechers for his footwear, and for his wristwatches, who better to be in a deal with than Rolex? He even has a deal with Loch Lomond Whiskies for when he wants to celebrate yet another tournament win, and also I Promise, which provides expertise for eye and nutritional science and supplements for Colin to take to upgrade his eyesight when on the green. Do you remember the Royal Troon Golf Club where Monty played as a kid with his parents? He is also endorsed by the company that owns that club and many others in the world, and is the largest golf management company in the world, Troon. Want to know where else his money comes from? Colin also dabbles in real estate, more precisely, course designing. He accomplishes this through his firm, Colin Montgomerie Design, which he established over 2 decades ago to assist in the design of world-class signature courses around the world, with his work ranging from the United Kingdom and Ireland to continental Europe, Africa, and the Middle and Far East. Some of his work include the Carton House in Ireland, the Dutch in the Netherlands, the Montgomerie Max Royal in Turkey, and the Royal Golf Club at Rifa View, Bahrain. On the matter of designs, Colin once partnered with the Edinburgh Woolen Mills and launched an exquisite range of golf clothing. Talk about industrious, talk about Colin. We guessed that the business management and law degree he always wanted to use so much still paid off. With Colin's wealth, if you are a supercar lover, you'd find his garage rather underwhelming. Don't blame us, blame that business management degree once again, because he is so meticulous with his spending that he doesn't buy cars that don't have boot spaces to occupy his golf clubs. Sounds like a joke, but it isn't. As early as he was 17 years old, when he passed his driving test, his main specification for his cars was boot space. From his first car, a red Volkswagen Jetta, to his celebratory car for his golf scholarship to Houston Baptist University, a Mazda GLC he bought for $1,500 and drove throughout his time in America with his $10 private registration number plate, Monty, slapped on it, to his many BMWs, including his black 2-door BMW 3 Series he got after winning his first event in 1989, and his BMW M6 Grand Coupe, they all have enough boot space for his golf gear. Besides his endorsement deal with the company, Colin's love for BMW once saw him elated to accompany the then outgoing managing director Tim Abbott on the spectacular Mille Miglia adventure around Italy. And of course, they did it in style, driving 1,000 miles from Brescia and back through Venice and Rome in a classic 1937 BMW. Monty doesn't spend all his money on just himself, though. He is known to be a very charitable man. He even established a foundation, the Elizabeth Montgomerie Foundation and Maggie's, a cancer care and awareness organization named after his mother, who died of lung cancer in 1991. The foundation has raised over $4.5 million in Monty's Maggie's Appeal, a joint campaign to fund the support building of cancer care centers across the country. He also enjoys supporting and assisting young aspiring pro golfers, and in 2011, he was elected president of the English Junior Golf Charity and ambassador of the Scottish Junior Golf Program. He also has partnership deals with ISPS Handa, a Japanese nonprofit for promoting blind and disabled golf, and with the On-Course Foundation, which supports wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans. When it comes to marriage, Colin might not have had it as good as he had it on the golf course, having been married twice and divorced twice. He met his first wife, Eimir Wilson, in Troon, where they both grew up, and she was a 17-year-old promotions assistant when Colin was a promising amateur back then. She studied law at Edinburgh University but decided not to use her degree so as to be able to raise their 3 children, Olivia, Venetia, and Cameron, after their marriage in 1990. The couple seemingly went strong until the early 2000s, when Eimir got tired of Colin's obsession with golf, claiming it made her depressed and anxious. After attempts to try again, including taking vacations and Colin living alone for over 2 months, the couple finally called it quits and finalized their divorce in 2006. even with Amir getting a divorce settlement of $8 million and agreeing to give up claims to any of Colin's future earnings. Amir eventually remarried in 2009 to millionaire Nick Cook. Colin also moved on, dating Spanish model Ines Sastre and a divorced neighbor, Joe Baldwin, before announcing his engagement to Scottish millionairess Gaylor Knowles in 2007. After a year of dating, they got married in a beautiful ceremony at the Loch Lomond Golf Club in April 2008. However, things got sour between the lovebirds and they got divorced in March 2017. Colin has been single since then, at least in the public eye, but he still takes good care of himself, mentioning that he always eats his dinner before 9 o'clock at night. He is a fan of volleyball and tennis, and like most British, loves soccer, with Rangers FC and Leeds United being his favorites. If you enjoyed this video about Colin Montgomerie's unusual lifestyle and enormous net worth, check out the video on the screen now, or the one we posted below, because we're sure you'll like that one too.